Mr. Speaker, in situations where we are not exacting accountability by invoking the Constitution and laws of this country, we are failing the people of this country, and the budget cannot be used to enhance public welfare. And Mr. Speaker, why am I saying this? When the honorable member for North Tongu was on his feet, he mentioned one particular project that has been a very turning project in the public domain, and that is the National Cathedral. Mr. Speaker, I am on record as being the first person to have raised the red flags about the National Cathedral. When it was first put into the budget for 2018, I stood on this floor and I asked why, as a country, we are going to spend 100 million United States of American dollars to build a national cathedral when we still have people studying under trees, when social services were being underprovided and undersupplied in this country. Why were we going to spend 100 million United States of American dollars to build a national cathedral? And I'm on record as having said that God did not need that cathedral. What God wanted was for us to follow the edicts, if you are a Christian, of the Bible, and if you are a Muslim, of the Quran, that we should, as much as possible, allocate maximum resources to those who have minimum access to those resources. And therefore, I was against the allocation of 100 million US dollars for the construction of the National Cathedral. To the credit of the honorable member for North Tongu, he has made the National Cathedral project one of a serious scrutiny, and he has gotten all the resources, information on all the resources that have been wasted on the National Cathedral. Mr. Speaker, development is not rocket science. It is not. It is just about how we utilize public resources judiciously in order to enhance the economic welfare of the people of this country. I will say, without mincing words, that allocating so much resources to the construction of a cathedral, that is supposed to be to the glory of God, but to the detriment of the people of this country, is an affront to the principles of Christianity. Mr. Speaker, in this year's budget, the honorable member for North Tongu has made clear that last year, the contingency vote was 533 million Ghanaian cedis. Mr. Speaker, I want to refer you to the Constitution of the Republic. That is the fundamental law of the land. Mr. Speaker, Article 177 of the Constitution is very clear. It sets up something that is known as the contingency fund. And Mr. Speaker, with your permission, may I read Article 1771? It says as follows: there shall be paid into the contingency fund monies voted for the purpose by Parliament, and advances may be made from the fund, which are authorized by the committee responsible for financial measures in Parliament, whenever the committee is satisfied that there has arisen an urgent or unforeseen need for expenditure for which no other provision exists to meet that need. Mr. Speaker, Article 1771 provides a mechanism of accountability that when monies are allocated into the contingency fund, any expenditure issuing out of that fund must be approved by the Finance Committee of this House. Mr. Speaker, what the Finance Minister has done, and the honorable member for North Tongu pointed it out, is to simply circumvent the structural restrictions of Article 177 of the Constitution. by allocating monies to something that he calls a contingency vote. And usually these are huge sums of money. Mr. Speaker, this year alone, the allocation to the contingency vote, Mr. Speaker, is more than 1 billion Ghana cedis. 1 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, I want to get you the exact, at page 234, 234. Yes, 1 billion. Mr. Speaker, if you look at Appendix A, 4A, MDA expenditures allocation for 2024, Mr. Speaker, contingency vote alone is 1,058,732,451. Mr. Speaker, what this means is that this House is simply giving the Minister of Finance a blank check. We are signing a blank check of 1 billion, over 1 billion Ghana cedis for the finance minister to spend at will. Mr. Speaker, when he spends out of this contingency vote, he does not come to this House to account for how that money is spent. Mr. Speaker, I looked through the entire budget, and I did not see a single vote for the so-called National Cathedral. Is it the intention of the government that they are not allocating resources to its construction because they are abandoning it? And if they are doing so, what about the millions of Ghana cedis and millions of dollars that have been sunk into the world's most expensive pit?